Solve 4 plus 3x less than 10 if x is positive. What will be the final answer? Is it A, is it B, is it C, or D? Let's all solve together, after which we choose the correct answer. Our question given to us is 4 plus 3x less than 10. And we are being told that x is positive. Now, before we can solve this, we have to first find out whether there is a fraction in the question or not. There is no fraction in this question. Okay, so all that we are having here, we have 4, which is being added to 3x, and that is less than 10. So what we can do is to first write all those having x in them to one side of the inequality sign, and then all the constant numbers or those that are not having x in them to another side of the inequality. Now I want to write those having the x, which is only this one, 3x, to the left hand side, and I want to send the 4 to the right hand side of the inequality sign. Okay, so I write my 3x, I bring the inequality sign, that is less than, then I write 10. Now the 4 is positive here, so if you send it from this left hand side of the inequality to the right hand side, it would be what? Negative. So negative 4. Now we have 3x less than 10 minus 4 gives what? 6. We don't want 3x, we want x. That is what we are finding, right? So to take off the 3, you have to divide. And whatever you do to the left hand side of the inequality sign, you have to do the same thing to the right hand side of the inequality sign. So if you divide this one by 3, you should divide this one too by 3. So 3 divides 3 will be what? 1. And 1 multiply x will still be what? X. Since 1 multiply any number is the same number, 1 multiply any letter is the same letter. So we have less than 6 divided by 3 give us what? 2, right? So you write your 2 here. So we have x less than 2. Now that we have this, this should be the final answer, but there is something here. Okay, the description here says that x is positive, right? Now x less than 2 means numbers which are all less than 2. Numbers which are less than 2 start from where? 1, we have 0, we have -1, we have -2, we have -3, and the rest. But the inscription here states that x is positive. So that means these negative numbers are not part. And the answer we've had is saying x is less than 2. So that means numbers which are less than 2 but are positive. Okay, numbers which are less than 2 but are positive. 0,2 is not positive, neither is it negative. Alright, so what you're going to write is, you will state that x is greater than 0, because 0 is not part of x. 0 is neither positive nor negative. And x is also less than what? 2. Okay, so this means numbers which are not 0, starting from 0, 0 is not part, and then 2 is also not part. And what will be that number? That number is 1, right? So our final answer should be this. This should be the set. X is greater than 0, and then x is also less than 2. So now back to the options given to us in the question. Which of them do you think is correct? Is it A? Is it B? Is it C? Or D? The correct answer is what? B, which is x is greater than 0 but also less than 2.